Stop buying lottery tickets. It's poor people tax. If you think you're smart, if you think you're academic, seriously listen to this if you're still buying lottery tickets. Hello and welcome to the Daily Think Share. My name's Zach. I'm here to bring to you what I've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to. And if you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. I've just been listening to the Total Money Makeover by David Ramsey. And one of the stats he just said in the baby step number 4, which is saving for retirement, is that, I don't remember the name, a statistic that came up in his book is that the CFA said for households that have less than $35,000 for an annual salary, when they took a survey and said what's the best way to have $500,000 for retirement, 40% of them said the best way to do that is the lottery. So a really great episode to watch. If any of you have watched John Oliver, he has his own show on HBO. He swears a bit, but I find him to be really, really entertaining as well as really informative and useful. I would say he's a bit on the liberal side, as am I. And one of the things that he talked about once was what the lottery is and what it's doing to us. So after watching that, and anytime I hear or talk to people about doing the lottery, I tell them to stop. The lottery is somewhat of I recently went into a meeting in Vent Help, and they were saying that the results that I would see on the walls are like somewhat ridiculous and I should not expect to get that. Any multi-level marketing business should have some sort of disclaimer saying that the results they talk about are not normal and you should not expect that. It's strange, anytime you hear a commercial for the lottery, for the mass or any state lottery, you never hear that disclaimer like, it's like 1 in a billion that you'll actually win. And people consistently pay for it and pay for it and pay for it and think it's gonna pay off. I recently asked my father-in-law how much he had paid for lottery tickets over the years. He said, probably like 50 times, so it's like $500. $500 invested at 7%. I haven't done the math out, but I almost guarantee he would probably have over $1,000 by now, versus the $0 he will ever get from the lottery. If you're one of the people that's like, no, what about those cases? I want you to really consider reality. Like, not like some what if. If you really want to take advantage of the lottery and that possible windfall, I want you to consider that you're not taking you're probably not taking a whole lot of responsibility for your life. What you're probably doing is assuming that a lot of things are up to other people and forces unknown to you. I would invite you to think that you are way more in control of your universe than you might think you are. The type of people that buy lottery tickets, for the most part, demographically, like statistically, are poor neighborhoods. If you look at the distribution of where the most lottery tickets have been, the reason it's called poor people tax is because the distribution of where anyone buys the most tickets happens to be lower income areas. And most of that is because it buys them hope. It doesn't buy them anything tangible besides a ticket for hope. And I think it's pretty much a crime what the state does with the lottery advertisements and things. I think it's silly when people see, the lottery is up to like the biggest it's ever been, and then they buy more tickets. Yeah, that means your chances of actually winning it have gotten shot from, 1 in a billion to 1 in a trillion. They've gotten even lower. So I guess this is sort of a rant, but either way, if you're someone that buys lottery tickets, I will happily take your money for you and I will invest it, and you can keep, I will give you the $500 or $1,000 after a couple of years that you've spent $500 on it, and you can see it growing in a portfolio. So I feel really sad for people that consistently buy lottery tickets for hope that it will actually make a difference in their lives. I guess this is really in a response to those 40% of people with incomes less than $35,000 that say that that's their best chance of having $500,000 when retirement comes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the education system has let you down and not helped you discover the mathematical ridiculousness behind the hope that you might have for any time you buy a ticket. I really invite you, stop buying lottery tickets, start putting it down on the credit card debt you owe, or start putting it down in a Roth IRA or something, because you'll actually get things back when you put it in an investment account, and the taxes or the interest that you're paying on any other debts you might have is pretty considerable. So if you like this, give it a like. If you want more, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and stay weird.